is unless people that validate you for life. The thing about fans and validation, there's no guarantee that these people will validate you for life. So when it comes to being arrogant, you only feel good if people tell you that you're good. And parents, they try their best to spoil their kids. And I think what happens is they don't realize they're creating monsters. People that are spoiled, they got what they want when they cried on demand when they were kids. And what happens is they go into the adult world with the same mindset that their parents view about them. We noticed this with Shador Sanders. He went to an NFL press conference talking about, oh, man, I'm my dad's son. They hated on my dad. Like, his dad destroyed him. His dad made him feel that being arrogant is confident if you're validated. My question is this: what happens when people stop validating you? And I'm gonna say this again. What happens when people stop validating you? What happens when people that used to praise you no longer praise you? What happens is you realize you're not the guy that you say you are. And what happens is parents, they tell their kids, you're this, you're that, you're the best, you're special. And they're not telling their kids, you're only special to me. You're not special to the world. And that's what we have to start doing. We have to start telling our kids that once you leave this house, nobody cares if you're great, nobody cares if you're special, nobody cares at all. And I'm gonna say this again, nobody cares. One of my favorite movies that I watch when I used to watch movies, it was Bronx Tale. And Sonny, even though Sonny was a criminal, he was trying to tell the young man the realities of the world. And what happens is, he said, it's better to be feared than loved. So his mindset is, I'm going to make you love me through fear. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. A lot of people that you see, it look like they're receiving a lot of love. That's because people are afraid of them. But them people, they don't have love for them. You got to stop and think. Your arrogance will attract the wrong people because all these people have to do is tell you you're great. You're the best. You're number one. So now you walk around feeling like you're the best, you're great, and number one. And when these people turn on you, now you don't feel like you're the best. Now you don't feel like you're great. Now you don't feel like you're number one. So where do you go? You go back to your comfort zone of people that think that you're great and you're number one. It's okay to spoil your kids, but you have to let your kids know that stuff does not work in other people's households. That stuff does not work past our house. Now, in our house, you're probably the greatest of all time in your household. But people have to realize once you leave your household, nobody cares about you. Putting in that work, that's because I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I work hard on this channel like I was in my other channel because when it's all said and done, you don't have a choice. I can't go out into the real world with social credit. I can't go to the gas station and say, listen, I'm breaking news channel 44. How about you give me 44 on 10 because I'm breaking news? No. Social credit does not work in the real world unless you're famous, a celebrity, you're on the big screen. See, the problem between social media influencers And the arrogance is they think that they have the same type of oath as Will Smith. No, you don't. Will Smith, when he goes to Brazil, he's met by all the politicians, celebrities. When Lil Wayne go to Dubai, if they hold him up at the airport, they send a car to go get him. We are not celebrities, but they want us to idolize celebrities so we could turn around and feel like celebrities. And the minute people don't feel us, they're haters. And I'm gonna say this again, the minute that people don't feel us, we're haters. No, nobody's hating with you. And I've been there before. I know what it feels like to be arrogant. I know what it feels like to think I'm the best at everything that I do. But in reality, I'll be the first one to tell you at certain things I wasn't the best. But I just had this mindset from track and field. But guess what? I stopped running track and field at 19. So until I really snapped out of the matrix and unplugged and realized that they show arrogant people with money because that it's the hope that you can make it by being arrogant. Listen, a lot of people that want validation from others, when a validation stops, they don't know what to do with themselves. And that's the problem with arrogance. When you're arrogant, you have a bad attitude. People will try to say, oh, he's confident. No, you probably think a person is confident because you have a bad attitude and you want to be just like them. So you think that's confidence. But real confidence is you don't really have to say a word. You don't have to tell people what you're doing. You don't have to tell people what you have going on. I mean, when it comes to traveling, I love to share. But outside of traveling, you do not have to let people know what you have going on. An arrogant person, listen, they want you to see what they're doing. When it's all said and done, nah, relax. Let it breathe. It's going to be okay. And understand, nobody cares about you. That's why if somebody ever tried to do me dirty, I just sit back and say, it is what it is. You know, they pretended that they care, but that was on them. You know, they wasted their time and that was on them. But when it's all said and done, people, when things don't look promising and beneficial, they will go out their way to show you how much that they don't care. And that's on them. But when it comes to people that think you're arrogant or think you have an ego, they feel I'm gonna come and stroke his ego. I'm gonna make him feel he's the best. And then when things don't look so great, guess what? Now people feel like, oh, we're gonna tell him how he really felt. Listen, let me tell you guys something. There is no reason to have an ego because once you leave the house, unless you're a celebrity, nobody cares. 5-star general report for duty, let's go. Appreciate the support. Once you leave your house, nobody cares. Once I leave this apartment and I'll go outside, nobody cares who I am. People may pretend to care. People may act like they care, how you doing, but a lot of people don't care about how you're doing. It's just common courtesy, especially in the South. You would definitely hear a lot of Southern people, you know, say good morning, howdy, but when it's all said and done, they don't care. They do not care. And once you realize people don't care, you got to stop and think, why do I need another person validation? And it happens. It can happen in any category. Like, we're human. I'll never forget when I first started speaking Spanish, you know, I'm not at this, the level that I'm at now, I'm at a higher level because when it's all said and done, I have a different mindset. When I first started speaking Spanish, it was more like if I tried to speak with somebody and they didn't speak back, I'm like, oh, why are they not speaking with me? Nobody owes you a conversation. I got a different mindset now. If I want to practice Spanish with somebody in America, I ask them, is it okay that I could practice with you? And if they say, yeah, yeah. If not, okay, but I got a different mindset. Nobody owes you a conversation. When it's all said and done, nobody cares about you. That's why a lot of people want to be celebrities. And then you see it even with people like Beyonce. The tickets are not selling out anymore. Now it's all over the headline news. Beyonce's not selling tickets. So now they're through with her. One point in time, she was queen bee. She was ultimate. She was high. Now, nobody cares. Her tickets are as low as $30. So now we live in a world where you got to stop and think, like, how did People praised Beyonce. The Renaissance tour was still highly selling, and now all of a sudden, Cowboy Carter, nobody likes her anymore. Nobody wants to see her kids anymore. Now they got a problem with the kids. Now they got a problem with her. But 2 decades ago, when it came to Beyonce, Destiny's Child, I'm a Survivor, Can You Pay My Bills, everybody loved her. Now, Destiny Child, Beyonce, nobody's really checking for her, but a couple people. That's how it goes. And that's what arrogant people do. Arrogant people feel confident as long as they have validation from others. That's why when it comes to arrogance, you better hope those people ride the wave forever. Because the minute they stop riding the wave, you're not going to know how to behave because you're accustomed to them riding your wave everywhere you go. And you got to stop and think when those people no longer, you got to think about it. In order to want to be famous, you have to have a sick mindset because you have to want people to praise you. You have to want people to worship you wherever you go. When it's all said and done, what happens when nobody knows you? Like I saw Usher in a different country and he went shopping and the guy didn't get the door for him and he got mad and he waved to the employee and said, "Can you come and get the door for me?" The guy probably didn't know he was Usher. Usher, in his mind, he's thinking, I'm selling all these shows, feeding all these cherries. Everybody knows me. And that's the problem. Everybody probably, everybody probably doesn't know you. You got to keep that in mind. See, social media could trap you in a bubble. And the reason I make it, as much as I tell people, monetization is cool, my question is, and the reality of it is, you can't get demonetized for whatever reason. It's not your platform. So always keep in mind, don't let any number go to your head. Don't let any view go to your head. Don't let any subscriber go to your head. Take it all with a grain of salt. Because when it's all said and done, people, they will praise you up. I seen this with Michael Jackson, and I'll keep on using this as a reference, because nowadays, nobody talks about Michael. But when I was growing up, I think everybody wanted to moonwalk at least one time in their lifetime. Don't let these people set you up for failure. That's what they do. They come and praise you, but while they praise you, they're using you. They're using you for entertainment. So even as a YouTuber, a lot of people, they be like, I'm gonna unsubscribe. They probably was only subscribed because at one point in time, they probably thought it was entertainment, but then when they saw like, okay, certain issues, it's not entertainment, it's not a joke, it's not funny, he's really serious, they're no longer here. And I'm cool with that because I already know a lot of people that praise you, they really don't mean it. They're just saying that so they could try to get as close to your ego as possible and do the Carmelo Anthony to your ego. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what people would do. And I feel like in life, you live, you learn, and you share. And I'm gonna say this again, you live, you learn, and you share. Nothing more, nothing less. So when things happen, we have to share this because if we share information with other men on the front lines, and they probably feel, my mother told me I was great, my dad told me I was great, but guess what? When you go out in the real world, your mama can't save you. When you go out in the real world, your daddy can't save you. And I'm gonna say this again, when you go out in the real world, your mama can't save you. When you go out in the real world, your daddy can't save you. It's all on you. And remember, nobody cares. People get mad that nobody cares, but honestly, people will always put themselves before you. No matter the situation, it's self-preservation. A lot of humans will do it. If they gotta pay something on their end, they will always pay something on their end before they take care of you. That's just how it goes. Nobody cares. Your parents are probably the only people that truly care about you. And depending on the relationship for your parent, they probably don't even care about you. So what happens if your parents are not alive? What happens if you don't have the best relationship with the parents? What happens when you're out on your own? Beautiful. What happens then? Then you're living in the real world. And in the real world, nobody really cares about you. Follow the wordplay. In the real world, nobody really cares about you. When it's all said and done, stay focused before you end up homeless. And remember, unless you sell your soul, that's the only guarantee that you could be arrogant forever. And I'm gonna say this again. The real reason a lot of people sell their soul is because they want to have a bad attitude while making a guaranteed promise to still have money coming in. But in reality, arrogant people usually fall. Arrogant people usually have to use people that on the way up, they talk down to. Arrogant people, they don't get far in life unless they took an oath and became a celebrity. And we're talking about a real celebrity, like you really went to Hollywood. No social media celebrity, no YouTuber, no Twitch. We're talking about real celebrities. So you guys got to understand, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, nobody cares about you. People may tell you they care and disappear. And I'm going to say this again. People will tell you they care and they disappear. And a lot of men, they don't understand that because they get in relationships and they be like, oh, that's my woman. That's my girl. My question is, where are those women now? Where are they? You can't find them because at the end of the day, they made them feel like they cared and then they disappeared. That's what people do. And I'm going to say this again. They pretend like they care and they disappear. And when they disappear, guess what? They are not thinking about you. I don't care if they did something foul. I don't care if they said something evil. I don't care if they said something spiteful. I don't care if they said something vengeful. What people want to do is when they try to stroke your ego and praise you, they're just trying to get close they're trying to get close to Carmelo Anthony you. They're trying to Carmelo Anthony your ego. That is it. But when it's all said and done, a lot of people really don't care about you like they care about celebrities they never met. And the same people that praise these celebrities, the minute they see ticket sales go down, they're going quick to say, oh, my favorite celebrity washed up. Like this, the laundromat. They're going to treat you like a piece of clothes. They're going to praise you, put you on a pedestal. They're going to bow down, kiss your tennis shoes, kiss your Reeboks, kiss your Nikes, kiss your New Balances. And then the minute that other people don't agree how they used to at that moment, then, oh, you're washed up. They're going to treat you like Clorox. They're going to treat you like detergent. They're going to say, you're washed up. That's it. That's how the game goes. Nothing more, nothing less. They praise you, then they treat you like dirty clothes. You know what happened with dirty clothes? Sometimes people throw out dirty clothes, and that's what happens. People will stroke your ego, tell you the greatest, tell you phenomenal, tell you a genius, and guess what? They will literally treat you like dirty clothes. They'll treat you like clothes that don't even fit anymore. They will literally just throw you away and discard you. And think about, do you guys ever think about your sneakers that you had in middle school? No, you probably threw them away. And that's how it is. Once they move on, they're not going to feel like they did you dirty. Hell no. They're going to feel like, I got X amount of dollars from so-and-so. You've used them for this and this, and I use him to get to here, and that's it. They don't care. They're not going to be thinking, oh, I did this person dirty. They're not going to think less of it. They're not going to think anything of it. They're going to use you and treat you like old tennis shoes in the 6th grade that you don't even care about. You're not even thinking about those. Nobody as a grown man is thinking about their 6th grade tennis shoes. And that's how it is. So when these people do you dirty, don't expect no karma. Don't expect anything. Just live and learn and understand, count it all joy. And instead of stressing, see everything as a blessing. And that's how it is. Shoes on a phone line, that's exactly how it is. When they finish with you, you're going to be like shoes on the phone line. They just going to leave you hanging. And that's it. And don't think they're going to think about it. They not. They're going to say some of the most nastiest, most ruthless things to you. And they're going to say, oh, I didn't say, I don't remember saying that. You know why? Because you're like the shoes on a phone line. They just left you hanging. And these were the same people at one point in time, they would have kissed your shoes. They would have licked your shoes. These are the same people that was willing, they was down for the cause. But when they see others that don't praise the same way they praise, guess what? Service is over, they're gone. And that's the reality of it. It's nothing that you could do about it. So if somebody ever do you dirty, don't think, I wonder if that person is thinking how dirty they did me. I'm here to tell you, they're not thinking about how dirty they did you, because they do other people dirty like that. You're nothing more than just a tool to get to the next destination. Doesn't matter if it's a relationship, doesn't matter if it's a friendship. You are just a tool to get to the next destination. That is it. They use us and abuse us, and when it's finished, and when we get old, they run us and treat us like losers. That's how it goes. So I'm sharing that message with you guys. That message, because once you step outside and you go out here in the real world, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. People over there on that side of the mountain, they don't care. People over there, they don't care. People right there, they don't care. People over there, they don't care. People over there, they don't care. That's just how it is. Once I leave this house, while I'm here, my dog cares, of course. My dog cares, of course. She's with me. She loves me. She's from Russia. But once I leave this house, nobody cares if my dog is from Russia. Nobody cares if I drop content. Nobody cares if I work out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And once you guys understand that, you're going to realize, don't let nobody stroke your ego. Don't let nobody tell you you're great. You know what I mean? Don't let anything get to your head. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're the biggest. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you have a physique like none other. You're Arnold Schwarzenegger reincarnated. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Because when it's all said and done, guess what? Those same people that praise you, they're only praising you to see what can we get from him. What can we get from him? And it is what it is. There comes a time in life where you got to stop letting people use you. It doesn't matter. Every day is a new day. I don't care if people have been using you for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Every day is a new day. And there comes a time as men, we have to stop letting family members use us, friends use us, community people use us. I mean, it is what it is. Some people act like they can't reach something at a grocery store just so they can use you to see, let me see if he can reach this for me. Meanwhile, they're the same height as you. So at the end of the day, there comes a time where you have to stop getting used. Because if not, I'm going to tell you, you will be 60 and still getting used. You will be 70 and still getting used. If you allow it, you will continue to still be used. You have to say, I'm not going to be used anymore. It is what it is. It must come to an end. These people can only use you by literally stroking your ego. They can only use you if you're arrogant. See, arrogant people, they attract nothing but a circle full of snakes. They got a whole circle full of snakes. They got snakes on private jets. They got snakes on yachts. They got snakes everywhere. Everywhere they go, they turn around snakes. They got snakes in the dressing room. They got snakes waiting for them at the mall. They got snakes in their DMs. They got snakes everywhere they go. And I'm going to say this again. They have snakes everywhere they go, and they don't care. Matter of fact, they have snakes, and when they pull out the bread, they have pigeons. So they have pigeons and snakes. And that's just how it goes. And we got to share with people the reality, because people are being taught if you're a high-value man, the whole world loves you. Listen, unless you're a celebrity like Will Smith and you've been on TV for over 2 decades, unless you're a celebrity like Ronaldo, unless you're a celebrity like Messi, when it's all said and done, when Messi stopped playing football, guess what? People, they not going to care about Messi. It all comes to an end. Once LeBron stopped playing a decade from now, or 2 decades from now, or 3 decades from now, nobody's going to care about LeBron. That's why LeBron is probably still holding on, because when it's all said and done, 3 decades from now, nobody will care about LeBron James. It'll be some new guy that could dunk from the three-point line and just wows the world. He dunks from the three-point line. You see what I'm saying? Once somebody starts dunking from the three-point line, and as time evolves, it will happen. We are now seeing younger kids run faster times in track and field that are mind-blowing, and it happens. So 3 years from now, nobody's going to care about LeBron. It's like Jordan. His sneaker is overhyped, but Nobody cares about other great players around that time like Sean Kemp. Nobody really cares about Sean Kemp. Nobody cares about Clyde Drexler. Nobody cares about Akeem Olajuwon. Nobody cares about all the other great players around that time. Nobody cares. And that's how you have to understand. Never focus on being arrogant. True confidence is silence. Let it breathe.